This video was mainly inspired because of Sabrina Carpenter's line in Don't Lie to Girls. Hold on, let me read it verbatim. The song is just called Lie to Girls, my bad. It's lucky for you, I'm just like my mother and my sisters, all my friends. The girl outside of the strip club getting her tarot cards read. That's me. You know what, and if Sabrina Carpenter didn't mean what I thought that she meant by that line, then this is very embarrassing, but I honestly don't even care because it's the way that I perceived it, and art is meant to be perceived the way that I want to perceive it. And if you guys are pissed off because I perceive Sabrina Carpenter's lyrics wrong, like, you have really big problems. Imagine if I was like, oh yeah, the lyrics that convinced me to make this video was come right on me. I mean camaraderie. Today's video is brought to you by No CD. You're going through your day when all of a sudden it hits you. A thought so disturbing, embarrassing, or disgusting that it literally shakes you to your core. The thought might be violent, aggressive, or sexual in nature, and even though it contradicts your values, you start to worry, why did I think that? Am I a bad person? But telling anyone about it would be too mortifying to even bear. This is something that I have gone through for as long as I can remember. I have spent many years not talking about my intrusive thoughts, mainly because I had no idea that I even had OCD until a few years ago when I got diagnosed. And the thing about these disturbing and taboo thoughts are that they are more common than you may think. Almost everybody has them. However, for people with obsessive compulsive disorder or OCD, these thoughts tend to feel sticky and cause so much distress. OCD latches onto these thoughts and make you feel like you're a monster, even though that isn't true, but that's what makes OCD so debilitating. Thoughts feel so real that seeking help can feel like a huge risk. And since so few people even understand what OCD is, it can really make you feel like you have nowhere to turn, no one to talk to. I know this all too well. If you relate, No CD wants you to know that you are not alone. They created No CD to help anyone struggling with OCD and these taboo or shameful thoughts so that you can get the treatment and the support that you may need. At No CD, every single therapist is an OCD specialist, so they understand these intrusive thoughts. Using exposure and response prevention therapy, or ERP, the most OCD proven treatment, they'll help you take the power away from OCD in live face-to-face video therapy sessions. No CD accepts many major insurance plans and offers 24/7 support in between sessions. To learn more about therapy with No CD, go to the link in my description and book a free 15-minute call with their team. Thank you, No CD. Oh yeah. I've just been thinking about how, you know, I'm not like other girls. Like, I'm different, I'm kooky, I'm crazy, I'm just like so different from all of them. And then I also started thinking about how much better my life got once I started realizing and also embracing the fact that I am like every other girl. And I actually want to be like every other girl, and I actually strive to be like every other girl, because newsflash, it's not a bad thing. If you couldn't tell, I'm just talking in this video because I'm trying to do that more often. I'm trying to talk, you know what I mean? I realized I don't do that a lot on this channel. Like, I just have been feeling so silenced recently. I've just been like in my silent era. Sometimes when I make videos of me just like expressing my own opinions or like telling stories about myself, I'll read tweets about myself and it's like, this bitch Nicole Rafiee, killing media literacy. She thinks that's a video essay. I was like, I'm just talking. Everything I do is literally just me spewing my own thoughts and opinions. I've said it from the start and I'll say it again. If there's one thing about me, don't come on this channel expecting journalistic integrity, okay? Because I'm not a journalist. Also, don't go expecting me not to yap about myself. If you guys have been watching my videos for a while, I used to do this thing on my channel where I would drive around in my car and I would make little playlists and sing them for you guys, and I would just drive around and like potentially dox myself, and then I would have to like blur out the background of where I was because I was like driving around in my hometown. Anyway, I loved making those videos. I love them. I honestly still do. The thing that honestly just stops me low-key is just kind of like copyright. And also people didn't really like love, I mean, there was a small amount of people that love them. I really just made them for me, to be honest, which they may be making a comeback because I really do love them. It took me a while to realize, I mean, I've been told this throughout my life by other friends and, you know, through making these videos, like, oh my God, I did not listen to women. I did not listen to any women at all. Like, literally my playlists were just stupid fucking indie men. And I say that with so much peace and love, and like they will still be within like my top 10 on Spotify most likely, but with that, actually probably not. I wouldn't be surprised if my top 10 this year is all women, but we'll get to that. I did not listen to women at all, and I didn't understand why I did that. Like, my friend in college, I remember him being like, oh my God, no one, not even like, what girls do you like? And I'm like, I don't know. And believe me, I thought that I was a feminist. Like, Not that I was not a feminist, because I did not listen to women. However, when I found out what feminism was from tumblr.com back in like 2012, I was like, oh yeah, that's me. Like I'm a fucking feminist. Even though I used to say slut-shamey things on Facebook back when I was like 10 years old, because things will pop up where it'll be like, this is what you said on Facebook 14 years ago today. And I am so incredibly embarrassed. Like, I'm like, girls, stop wearing V-cut shirts. Boys don't like that. Boys love modesty. What the fuck was I talking about? I was actually genuinely, seriously, like not even conscious or like sentient yet. I can't believe that I even had an opinion on someone else's shirt, let alone modesty. How the fuck did I know what that word meant? Anyway, once I learned from tumblr.com what it meant to be, feminist, I was like, oh yeah, that's me, duh. And then I went on to learn about like intersectional feminism as time went on, and like what feminism actually is, and not just literally saying women rights and just hooraying for white women. But I like always like to think of myself as a feminist. However, I didn't realize this like deep internal misogyny that I still carry deep within myself. I had no idea about that because I just like lived my life, and like that's the way that I was brought up. Damn, this shit is all over the place already. Okay. Stop looking at my ankles. Oh my God, Jesus. Here's what I'm trying to get at. I listened to no women at all. Was kind of like, I have no interest in getting into that. This was a few years ago. I was a fan of like Billie Eilish, but that was like about it. The past few years though, with pop music making such, I fucking hate saying pop music made a resurgence, because pop music never died, but pop music is like really alive and thriving right now, like genuinely, truly. I would say especially in the last year, I feel more like myself, childlike version of myself, the one who, you know, liked pop music, and the one that liked female artists, and the one that loved me some Hannah Montana and like Miley Cyrus. I'm feeling more like myself, first of all, but second of all, I also fell in love with popular and basic things recently. And I am not afraid to say that anymore. I'm not going to be using the term pick me, because I have my own gripe with the term pick me girl. Like, believe me. I would say that recently I have felt the most myself by embracing and liking the things that other people like and finding community within that, and also embracing being like other girls and liking things that other girls like, and not alienating myself and being like, I'm too mysterious for that, I'm too cool for that, I like indie, I like only listening to men. Not that I was parading or walking around being like, oh, I'm a weirdo, I like weird stuff, like I'm just so different. I honestly do think that women are kind of conditioned to have to be different, so that we are trying to impress guys and live for men. I mean, we are inherently taught that. Girls are taught that everything has to be within the male gaze. I do think, since trying to actively decenter men in my life, oh my God, I do want to be like the cool girls that I know. I do want to be like other girls in my life that I know. I do want to relate to them. I actually do feel happier and more comfortable within myself when I do embrace allowing myself to like the things that are inherently popular, and there's nothing embarrassing about that. Even though me growing up, that felt like a crime because I had to be fucking different. And I will say tumblr.com was a fucking cause for that. That's like where the original I'm not like other girls thing started. It got me thinking a lot about, in different aspects, how I feel like I have changed back to being more basic and liking mainstream things or popular things. And it also got me thinking about how a lot of people are upset. I will see this mostly on TikTok, where girls are making these videos with the song, is the song So This Is Christmas? War Is Over? That song, you know the one. War is, that's not how you normally sing it. It's like the little children singing, they're like, War is over. And then it's like a transition clip of them in 2020 when they were like in their alt phase, and they had like a wolf cut and dyed hair, maybe a slit in their eyebrow, and maybe like a lot of eyeliner, what have you. And then now fast forward to like 2024, and they're wearing like Lululemon, or it'll be like a basic white t-shirt and jeans, and they're like, oh my God, war is over, like I am finally back to being basic and normal again. And of course that's like upsetting to some people, because people are like, alt is not a phase, being different is not a fucking phase, my culture is not your costume. While I do not think that you should put one thing down in order to uplift yourself, I think it is totally possible to be going through different phases and eras of yourself to be finding yourself. However, that could be a whole video within itself. We're so fucking tired of it. The conversation around like why people try to explore aesthetics and their looks and their styles during the time of lockdown. However, I do feel like recently there is this big surge of normalizing what is popular now and how like that has become cool. It has become cool to be like the other girls again. It has become cool to be basic. It has been cool to uplift other women and be like, yeah, I'm just like them. Please tell me that makes sense, because I see that a lot. I think some of it has to do with this conversation that we've been having recently about like what is a girl's girl, what is not a girl's girl, like what really does that even mean, you know what I mean? But you'll see that often referred to as like girls who are nice to other girls and uplift other girls and will support popular things. There's a video of Charlie XCX where she talks about how she doesn't like going to the women's restroom, and sometimes she'll just go to the men's restroom because she doesn't want to deal with the drama and gossiping of a women's restroom. And so people are like, oh, that's not a girl's girl. Like this one interaction, this one small conversation, she's automatically not a girl's girl.
I actually avoid the girls' bathroom in clubs. I always just like sneak into the men's.
But for example, you know, if Addison Rae is on the red carpet and they ask Addison Rae, like, who are you excited to see tonight? And she's like, oh my God, everyone, Chappell Roan, Katie, she's a girl's girl, you know? That's like in the celebrity sphere, but like on a close and personal level, like, you know, for us fucking normies, that could literally be like not shit talking another girl behind her back. Or that could be, you know, telling a girl if her boyfriend is sliding into your DMs or what have you. It is just supporting other women and having other women's backs. And I really feared not being a girl's girl. I still actively fear that to this day, that I am not perceived as a girl's girl, because I more than anything want to be liked by women. But something that I've realized about myself recently is that I am so nervous around women, especially if I'm meeting them for the first time, because I want to be liked so bad. And that's who we tend to be the most anxious around. Literally, if the color of my skin keeps changing, like there's this ambient glow to me, it is literally the cat TV. There's ants running across my screen right now. Anyway, we become the most anxious around the people that we want to impress. Like I would not consider myself as someone who really struggled with a lot of social anxiety. Up until like the last year or so, I have had such bad social anxiety. And I will say it happens especially around women. And it's because I want to be liked so goddamn bad. I want to be perceived as a girl's girl so goddamn fucking bad. I want to be liked. I want to be seen as somebody who's not talking shit about you or judging you. I do unfortunately have a little bit of resting bitch face. I've been told that all the time. Literally, girl, you walk like a bitch. When I was 10, someone said that. Like, literally, like, that was me to a T. It was more so like, oh my God, why are you walking like that, Nicole? And I still get told that to this day, but that's a different conversation. I've always been told that I have resting bitch face. And I really worry about that, because when I'm meeting new girls, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to seem like a bitch. But then, like, I'm overly aware of myself and my actions and how I speak. And then I feel like it's obvious. So I'm like overthinking every conversation, everything, and it's been so tiring. I have never thought so much as I have recently about being a girl or a woman. I need to start saying woman. I'm 25. But I have never thought about it so much until recently. I was watching the VMAs the other day, and it was really nice to see all the pop girlies like that. I think that's so fucking cool. I think it's so cool that pretty much everyone that I listen to now, like my Spotify Wrapped, will all be women. I think that's awesome. I think it's awesome that so many people are liking pop music again and are uplifting women. I think it's so cool that the most popular people in music right now are Chappell Roan, Sabrina Carpenter, Billie Eilish. I think that is so fun. I like feeling like I'm a part of a community. There are other fans around me, and I like that feeling. I like it a lot. And I almost regret spending so much time not showing interest in things that are popular, because I felt like I had to be different, or I had to be, you know, a mysterious cool girl, and that I could not be seen liking things that are popular. Like, I almost had to like be like, oh, I don't like that. No. I'm much more dark and sinister. But in reality, like, the shit that I was consuming, I mean, to the fucking indie bitches, and I use that word lovingly, I was seen as basic there too. But I feel like I have missed out on so much good stuff over the years, not only in music, but, you know, media in general, because I have tried to push away what is popular for so long. Clothing trends that are popular. Maybe it's not even trends. Maybe it's just like a fucking staple. And I have like try to stray away from it, because I'm like, that's too plain. How will they know? How will they know that I'm cool though? how will they know? Oh no, I did not listen to the new fucking Olivia Rodrigo album because I'm an adult and I'm a cool, mysterious girl. I didn't listen to Olivia's first album when it came out, and I honestly was like, I knew why she was popular and I could understand why she was popular amongst young women, but I was like, I'm clearly not the demographic. I'm not even going to give it the time of day. Like, I didn't even allow myself to enjoy something that could be so fun. Oh, guess what? Her second album comes out. I fucking love it. I get invited to the Olivia Rodrigo concert a few months back. Oh my God. Best concert of my life. I have not sobbed. I don't think I've cried since then. I cried yesterday, but we're gonna ignore that for the point of the story. I have not cried since then. I have not cried like that. I sobbed. I sobbed at the Olivia Rodrigo concert because it was so beautiful. And I felt like it was so incredible to see a young woman doing what she loves in a room full of other young women and other women, older women, really, really young women, young little girls. And I thought it was so beautiful that they were all enjoying and appreciating her and what she had to say. And she was literally following her dreams. I was sobbing like a little baby. That feeling, I don't know if I'll ever get that again at a concert. And that was one of the most beautiful feelings ever. And I hate myself that I denied myself from enjoying things that other women were liking for the fear of myself being too basic or feeling like I shouldn't enjoy stuff like that. Oh my God, I missed the fuck out. I missed the fuck out on Olivia Rodrigo, so I'm playing catch up now. I genuinely mean this. I literally felt like I was healing an inner child inside of me. Like she was being healed. And I see a lot of people saying that about pop music right now, that like Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, Chappell Roan are healing their inner child. You would have talked to me about this a few years ago and I'd be like, pop music? Pop music does not heal my inner child. You know what really heals my inner child? The Strokes. Shut the fuck up, Nicole. I still do love them. However, I do really love that I love the things that other people are loving right now, especially the things that other women are loving. I love that. I don't care. I love being a basic bitch. I feel like I'm the only girl who hates pumpkin spice. I hate it. Give me a double chocolate chip frappuccino. That's my shit right there.
Or iced caramel latte.
I fucking love pumpkin spice. I'm going to take my ass to La Colombe tomorrow because it's September and I'm going to get a little pumpkin spice. Not that that's like revolutionary or I'm making some grand statement by doing that. That's just like a small example because you bet your ass in middle school I was one of the girls that was like, I don't like pumpkin spice. I'm not like those girls. And I don't want young girls watching my videos to become stupid. Sorry, I don't mean that. You know I don't mean that. I don't want young girls who are watching my videos to believe that they are better than someone else or better than a popular thing. Guess the fuck what? It's popular because a lot of people like it. And guess what? It's fun to like popular things. It's fun. You feel at home. You feel like there's a community. Okay? I said it. It's also cool to like niche little indie things. It's cool to like things that nobody else knows about. You know what's not cool? Gatekeeping isn't fucking cool, okay? No, I just feel like that is part of this all. Like when I was writing this all out, I was like, somehow this is all connected for me. Womanhood, wanting to be a girl's girl, liking popular things, pop music, me gatekeeping and being like a super protective person over these things that I liked because I didn't want basic people, especially basic girls, to like the things that I was liking because I was different, I was cool. And if a guy saw that I liked any of these things, like, oh my God, like I'm cool and different. I brought this up on the podcast though the other week. Go listen to our podcast, Talking Nasty to Me, out every other Monday. Thank you so much. We also have a Patreon that comes out on the off weeks, so you get a new episode every week. Anyway, I missed out so much on Stranger Things because I was like, no, I'm different. I'm a different girl. I don't watch TV. Oh my God, I used to say that all the fucking time, that when I have my own apartment one day, I'm not going to have a television. I'm not going to have a TV. It rots your brain. What, did I think I was going to be opening and reading a book all the fucking time? Guess what? The TV's on now. It's not even on for me. It's for my fucking cats. I digress. Whenever I say that, I think about the owl from Animal Crossing. No, I feel like I missed out on years of Stranger Things because I was like, no, basic people like that. It's a good fucking show and it's fun and I'm really excited for it to come back and I'm gonna close my eyes at all the Noah Schnapp scenes. Maybe I am missing out on Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? Don't burn me at the stake. I'm not the biggest Taylor Swift fan. There's some songs that I really, really like. I honestly have not given her discography a real try. But now that it's fall, I think I'm gonna listen to the Folklore and the Evermore. I think I will. And I may be missing out. You know what I mean? And it looks fun. It looks fun that her fan base seems to be so connected and all being able to join and love this one artist together and this whole entire, you know, era. Oh my God, fucking Pilates. I remember for the longest time, I was like, I'm different. I don't do Pilates. I lift heavy weights because I'm a big, strong girl, which is like still fucking true. Like, yes, I do still lift weights. And you know, the first thing about fitness for me is like, it's about fitness. It's about health. I put off like the idea of Pilates for the longest time because I was like, no, I need to be cooler and I need to go more hardcore. Okay. I started doing fucking Pilates. Call it what you will. It's solid core. I love that shit. Guess what? It's harder than any other workout I've ever done in my entire life. I get it. I get it why it's so popular. I get it why all you girls love that shit. Oh my God. Had I had the money around when Soul Cycle was big, yeah, I probably also would love Soul Cycle. However, I did not show interest in those things solely because of its popularity and solely because it's so popular on TikTok right now and I don't want to give into that. Like, I'm not giving into the micro trends. It's a fucking workout. It's a workout. It's good for you, Nicole. I started it because my core was really, really weak. And so I went to physical therapy for a bit. So yeah, they like kicked me right in my stomach, in my core. And they were like, oh my God, yeah, you have no core whatsoever. You have no core strength. Like, this is why you have sciatic nerve pain. And then they pushed me to the ground and then they all spit on me. And it was like 4 different physical therapists. And it was actually really crazy. So I started doing solid core and my sciatic nerve pain has gotten a lot better. Speaking of getting kicked and pushed down to the ground and spit on, I went to Claro's 3rd night of her residency in New York City at Webster Hall for the Charm Tour. I am so happy that I started loving Claro. That is a woman I have listened to a lot of. That is my favorite fucking album. I think it's literally right there. That's my favorite album of all time. And I'm never going to shut up about it. That is something that I am so grateful that I started to enjoy. I mean, granted, some people are like, Claro's indie and gatekeep Claro. It's like, she's a fucking mainstream popular artist. I think that we need to get that through our thick skulls. But also, yeah, I went to her concert the other day. I posted this on my TikTok, but it was just crazy. She brought a fan out on stage because she does like the little mouth trumpet noises and stuff during the song Juna, and she invited someone on stage, whatever. Anyway, kick them down, spit on them, and then the entire crowd started booing. It was like honestly a really crazy experience. I didn't know that Claro had it in her. No, that is like one of the examples of the people that I'm really happy that I started giving into the popularity of. The media that I consume does not define my personality. Also, the media that I consume does not define like my intelligence or my coolness or actually any of that. I think I'm going to start listening to 21 Pilots again. I don't give a fuck if people think that they're cringe. I had such a good time when I liked 21 Pilots back in high school. I think I'm going to embrace the cringe. I think I'm going to give back into it. Maybe not, because they're not women. Jellycats. I love Jellycats. Oh my God. I fucking love them. I love that we all love Jellycats. I get so excited whenever I see a girl on TikTok. She's like, hey guys, here's what I'm doing today on my Saturday in New York City. And then she walks around and she gets a little latte and then she goes and buys a Jellycat. I get so excited for her. I think that's the cutest thing in the fucking world. And I own 2 Jellycats. I'm a proud mom to 2 Jellycats. Thank you so much. And I love them. I love these like little silly things that are bonding us all. I mean, Sunny Angels can be part of that, but I am looking at my army of babies right now as we speak. But another thing that like I put off for so long because I was like, no, I don't consume that. This video is just like one huge call out of myself. Romance books. Romance books were so looked down upon. Like, no, I don't read girly literature. I read beautiful professional. Shut the fuck up, Nicole. You haven't opened a book in years. And then I got a Kindle thanks to TikTok because all the girlies were recommending getting a Kindle and reading little romance books on there. Oh my God. I'm a slut for Emily Henry. I love Emily Henry. I will bend over backwards and forwards for her and go into any position that she wants me to. I love Emily Henry dearly. And I love romance books. I love them so much. I love the cringy romance books. Fuck, I read Colleen Hoover books. Granted, they're problematic and that's why I like to read and make fun of them. But there are some romance books that I like to keep private for myself that I like to read and indulge in because I love how they make me feel. I love getting that warm, fuzzy feeling. Fuck it. I love Helen Huang. I love her. I love all of her books. To all the boys I loved before, I wish I had that when I was younger. I wish that I had like given into that. Now I'm fucking 25 and I have to watch them through the lens of Trin Level watching them because I didn't indulge in them when I was younger. Like I have to watch it through her, and I mean I am gonna put it on for myself. But what I'm trying to say is that God, I missed out. I missed out on all this fun stuff. You know what I didn't miss out on? Because all the girlies were talking about it. Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders on Netflix. All the girlies were talking about this show. Somebody made a comment to me because I was like, oh yeah, I'm watching the Dallas Cowgirls. I keep calling them the Cowgirls. That's what they are. They should rename the fucking team because those men do not matter. It's the Dallas Cowgirls cheerleaders, and that's it. The Dallas Cowboys cheerleader show, and somebody was like, oh my God, that's like so for normies. I don't give a rat's ass. I don't give a fuck. And it was fun and it was entertaining, and I was rooting for those girls, okay? And I like went onto all of their Instagrams off afterwards, and I was like stalking them. Oh my God. I literally feel like Chapel Roan in that one bit where she was like, oh my God, it's so funny how VIP thinks that they're way too cool to do this. Be fun. That's how I feel right now. Like, have some fucking fun. Don't be a loser with a stick up your ass, and maybe embrace liking cool new things. It's cool. You're not deep for not liking pop music. You're not deep for not liking what's popular. You're not deep for shitting on other women for being basic or liking what they like. You're not. You're really not, genuinely. Coming back into my normcore self, coming back into my basic bitch era, I have become happier. I've become happier liking the things that are popular because I'm no longer worrying about what the fuck my aesthetic looks like or how I'm being perceived. And I have realized that I am allowed to enjoy the popular things even though that they are popular, because guess what? I am no better than anyone else. I am like the other girls. I'm like all of them. I am literally a culmination of all the cool women in my life who have come before me. Literally, like that's basically what Kamala Harris had said prior when she was talking about the coconut tree, but this is like a simplified version. I am a culmination of all the cool women that have come before me. I really am. Fuck, I love watching the Kardashians. Damn. There's this article that reads, in November, Billie Eilish accepted an award at a ceremony honoring Variety's power of women. It's really hard to be a woman out here, guys. I have never felt truly like a woman, and I've spent a lot of my life not feeling like I fit in being a woman. For a couple of years, because of that insecurity, I became almost very pick-me about it, and I'd be like, well, I'm not like other girls because I don't do this, and I've grown to be very resentful of that period of time because I'm so much more interested in being like other girls because other girls are fucking tight, and I love women. And then later on in the article it reads, if a boy's annoying, he's just an annoying boy. But if a girl's annoying, now she's a pick-me. This term is used to turn women against each other and attack young girls for being themselves. This was just me officially reclaiming my normie card. Guys, I didn't want to grow out my bangs for a period of time. Like I really did not want to grow out my bangs, even though I desperately want to grow out my bangs because, first of all, I love my bangs. I loved how I looked with bangs. I sweat really, really badly. I know everybody says that nowadays, but like 50 milligrams of Prozac will get you fucking, like the electrolytes in me are coming out of me. Like I need the Feastly new Lunchable-esque thing that Mr. Beast and like Logan Paul have made. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like it's like literally Mr. Beast Lunchables, and they're like, oh my God, there's so many electrolytes in this, and it's literally just all like salt, because they're like, oh my God, kids need electrolytes because they're like literally like sweat is pouring out of them. I'm the kid that they're talking about. Like I need the fucking electrolytes because I am pouring sweat out of me. Guys, I have went back from natural deodorant. I hate to break it to you all, I was a natural deodorant girl, but I like to think I smell pretty good. However, like I had constant pit stains. I don't think I have them right now. Wow, that's actually crazy. This isn't an ad, but like genuinely, like my sweat stains would be down at here because I just sweat so bad, and I went back on the aluminum. So I had to guys, I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't fucking do it anymore. This video, a lot of stuff is coming out about me, that I like watching the Kardashians, that I'm back on my aluminum grind, me reclaiming my basic bitch card, my bangs. I want to grow them out for so long because I was like, I need to, I have to, like, I can't keep doing this. My bangs are literally getting soaking wet the second that I step outside. It's getting really, really bad. But I didn't want to grow my bangs out because I was like, how will anybody know I'm cool? Like, what if I look like every other girl? Because I'll just have curtain bangs, and every girl has curtain bangs. I need to have little tiny baby bangs. Oh my God, shut up, bitch. And it's this like internalized misogyny that I didn't even realize that I had. Like it was so deeply rooted about me wanting to stand out and be different and not like other people all the time. That was like a constant fear of mine the last few years, is like looking like other people. I hope I look like other people. Other people are so fucking hot. I hope I look like other people, you know? This like complex that I need to be so individualistic and so unique and so different and so mysterious and so like edgy and cool, when all of us who like have dove into that sector, like the like teetering into the line of cool alt girl, we all end up looking the same anyway. Which, by the way, every single girl that I have ever met out on the street who has said that they watch my videos, we all look the same. And I fucking love that. I love it. We have the same haircut. I look at your outfit, I'm like, that is something I would wear. We all smell the same. It's probably like Glossier You, and I love it. I love it. But that really stopped me for a period of time of like not even wanting to change the way that I look. But I'm proud, and I'm out here and I'm reclaiming my basic girl card. I'm out here reclaiming that I love pop music. And guess what? I'm cooler for it. I'm happier for it. And I'm better than you for it. I'm like flying so close to the sun that I like turn back around. I'm like, I'm better than you because I like things that are popular. And I'm not annoying. And I'm not a little bitch. And I like things that are popular. So therefore, I'm more comfortable within myself. And I'm better than you for it. I'm gonna start calling myself an influencer. I really hated that term for a while because I was like, oh my god, that's so cringy. I'm a content creator. I'm so different than everyone else. Bitch, I'm an influencer. I'm like these other girls. I'm not like Alex Earl. Yes, I am. I am like Alex Earl, and I hope I am. She might have done something bad recently. I actually don't. Maybe I don't want to be. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Before I go to bed, I'm gonna do my sleepy girl mocktail, and I'm gonna do my 10-step skincare routine that every other girl does, because I want to be just like them. I'm really glad that we had this talk. You've been kind of quiet this whole time. Like, is everything okay? Like, did I say something that made you feel weird? Sorry. I hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, please make sure that you leave it a like, because it'll help so much. Also, leave a comment. What is your favorite little pop culture thing that is happening right now, whether that's pop music or basic bitch activities? I want to hear about it all. Make sure you subscribe if you want to be nasty. If not, you're disgusting. Also, make sure every bell notification is on so you know every single time I post, or else you are gross. I have a podcast that comes out every other Monday, and we also have a Patreon that is out now. If you want to follow me on my other social media, Instagram, Twitter, Depop, Spotify, it's just at Nicole Rafiee. And if you want to follow me on my TikTok, it's at Nikki Nasty. I'm gonna go now, but my final words are, you guys should have known that I was like every other bitch, because I literally have a little cowboy boot tattooed and Miffy. I am like every other bitch. And what about it?